XRP is the next Bitcoin. Well, that's what one person believes. His name is Brad Garlinghouse. If they solve the problem that they are trying to solve when it comes to transactions. Well, here's the thing. I love XRP. I love Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is the household name, but I can guarantee you something big is going to be stepping up, and it's going to be stepping up fast. But let's hear what Brad Garlinghouse had to say. Now, I actually remember this. This was back when Bitcoin was 9,000. Bitcoin was 9,000 back in 2020. But I want us to hear it one more time.
From the get-go, Ripple has worked with regulators, and we have worked with regulated institutions like banks where there isn't regulatory uncertainty. And so we have found that part of the reason why XRP has performed well is because people realize, hey, wait a minute. You know, back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? If we work with the system to solve this problem, and we can solve that problem at scale, a problem measured in the trillions of dollars, then there's a lot of opportunity to create value in XRP.
Trillions of dollars. And just remember that. So here's the thing. People, there was a time where people kept calling XRP centralized and kept saying that XRP is a banker's coin. But if we really think about it, how is XRP really the one that's considered a banker's coin when now there's a Bitcoin spot ETF that literally brings Wall Street and banks into the Bitcoin ecosystem? How does that work? I have love for Bitcoin. I love XRP. Do I believe XRP is going to step up eventually and do something big? Yes. Do I believe XRP is going to be 385 again? Yes. Do I believe it's going to be valued at $10, then $100, then $500, then $10K? Yes, I do believe XRP is going to hit those 10K numbers. But before XRP hits those 10K numbers, I do believe that something big is going to have to happen. And I believe that a bank, could be Bank of America, is going to actually reveal themselves and show that they're going to be working with Ripple to utilize XRP to make those XRP transactions. And once the first bank says that they're going to be using XRP, all other banks have to use it. And Bank of America would be that bank that would have to step in and say that to make everybody fall in line. I don't know when that announcement is going to be, but I guarantee you, if it's not Bank of America, it's going to be a big bank. But moving on. So, yes, I'm sorry, I get real rowdy when it comes to that. So let me ask y'all this question. Since there's multiple Bitcoin spot ETFs in the game, and Wall Street is now playing a part of those Bitcoin spot ETFs as well as banks, wouldn't that make Bitcoin the banker's coin now? If so, I'm all for it, because here's the thing. Instead of fighting of what money could come in, we need to embrace it, because crypto as we know it is completely changed. Moving on. We got a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse saying LFG 2024 is going to be big. And I know it's going to be big. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Could this be a reason why he believes 2024 is going to be big? This is a overview of HR 4766, which is the clarity for payment stablecoins. Now, if you remember, there were speculations that was talking about how XRP is going to be a stable coin, and if it is, it's going to be valued at something high. Well, if this act passes, then this means stable coins backed by the U.S. Treasury will become legal tender in the U.S. Well, we know XRP is considered a virtual currency. If XRP is considered a stable coin as well, this very well mean that it could be pegged to some type of treasury bills, repurchase agreements, and insurance funds held by banks and credit unions. If that happens, that would be insane. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be XRP, but I am saying that this is something that if this passes, this will be completely bullish for digital assets that actually classify themselves as stable coins. Like, do you know how many digital assets will probably rebrand their names and say that they're stable coins? That would be a loophole to actually be deemed a virtual currency and be backed by legal tender. Now, the reason why I say that this is going to be and could be XRP is because Rosie Rios actually was the former U.S. Treasury that has her name signed on our bills that left to go to Ripple. Now, she wouldn't go to Ripple to be a part of something small. she would leave to be a part of something bigger than what her position was before, right? That only makes sense. And with this, and if this bill actually fully passed, that means XRP could be back to a gold. That means XRP could be back to some other digital asset. And I just thought about something. Hear me out. Hear me out. If the BlackRock CEO, which I'm going to share in a minute, if BlackRock CEO says Bitcoin is no different than what gold is, and if Brad Garlinghouse is saying XRP is the next Bitcoin, well, we know that we know that Bitcoin is considered gold 2.0, right? But if XRP is better than Bitcoin, wouldn't that make XRP gold 3.0? Wouldn't that make XRP gold 3.0? That sounds like we really would have to make XRP gold 3.0. Now, something very interesting right here is that most people don't fail to understand is that when it comes to this bill that could get passed to make a stable coin, that could make a stable coin considered legal tender, those don't know that some years ago, Brad Garlinghouse and a member of the IMF team talked, and there was a specific question asked of if a digital currency is going to be used as a native currency. And I believe this bill right here is going to make XRP legal tender. We already have Bitcoin that's legal tender in El Salvador. Why not make XRP legal tender in the US? Well, this bill right here could do it if they classify XRP as a high stable coin. If they classify XRP as a high stable coin, that means if Bank of America does come out, if Bank of America needs to do, or any other bank, let's just say any other bank needs to do a $2 million transaction, and we have XRP at $10,000, they would only need 200 XRP to move that XRP over to do that type of transaction by way of a bank transaction. That's pretty neat. But let's hear what they had to say when it comes to the meeting of how a digital asset become a virtual currency. Watch what they do and not what they say, because it's very important.
You want to take one? Go for it. The first one's for you. IMF. Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? I did not put that up there.
Remember, I'm from the legal department. I'm supposed to be very conservative about these things. I don't want to go into great details about
Maybe I should take what the IMF is going to do. I think we stunned Ross into silence with that one.
For that to happen, okay, under the current legal framework, some country would have to use a crypto asset as its currency.
You want to take one?
So there you have it. So once this bill gets pushed through and XRP is on this list, I got a feeling XRP is going to be on this list, then the IMF is going to use that digital asset. Now, this is what BlackRock CEO says about Bitcoin being the next gold.
I believe it goes up if the world is more frightened, if people have fearful of geopolitical risk, they're fearful of their own risk. It's no different than what gold represented over thousands of years. It is a asset class that protects you. Right. And unlike gold, where we manufacture new gold, we're almost at the ceiling of the amount of Bitcoin that we created.
When you hear somebody like Katt Williams,
yes,
who was on our broadcast yesterday, say that her base case is that this turns into a $600,000 a Bitcoin valuation base case, and a million plus in a super optimistic case. Are you anywhere in her realm?
I haven't thought about it. To me, that what we are trying to do is offer an instrument that can store wealth. I think if it gets even close to that high, gold will represent even a bigger value. And let's be clear, if you think it's digital gold, there's going to be a reference point between gold and Bitcoin.
And he is exactly right, y'all. So y'all don't forget what happened when it comes to that gold ETF. Gold literally rallied 250% from 2003 to 2011, and of course, it's being heavily heavily manipulated right now. But that's it, right? It went up. And Kathy Woods, it's, you know, it's about right about a $600 value per Bitcoin, because when I do the math, Bitcoin was at 70K when we had a $1.2 trillion market cap. Well, if 10 trillion new money comes into directly to Bitcoin, that would actually make Bitcoin about a 700K Bitcoin. If 15 trillion goes into Bitcoin, that would make Bitcoin $1,050,000 per Bitcoin. So that sounds about right. But here's one thing that I want to bring it to y'all's attention, because like I said, if we considered Bitcoin Gold 2.0, and then there's also talks that XRP is the next Bitcoin, then that means that XRP will be considered gold 3.0, right? And if XRP is considered gold 3.0, I'm considering XRP gold 3.0 because it would make sense, right? We have Bitcoin is gold 2.0. And if we say XRP is the next Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is already considered gold 2.0, then it would make sense for us to call XRP gold 3.0. It's faster, it's cheaper, and you can move it around as quickly as possible, right? And this bill right here actually will solidify a stablecoin being backed by a treasury bill and being considered legal tender. And if something's considered legal tender, then let the floodgates open, because you could back a digital asset by gold, by anything. Once it's considered legal tender, you can put it back on the gold standard. And then there's where those rumors come from, saying that XRP is going to be pegged to gold, because if that's the case, then that actually would make XRP gold 3.0. But all right, y'all, that'll do it for me. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and click that notification bell so you'll be notified any and every time I post another video. It looks like the prices are starting to go up, and we're getting one step closer to that 700K Bitcoin and to that 10K XRP. All right, y'all, I will see you and everybody else bright and early on the next one. Peace.